The water at room temp is 23.9 degrees Celsius. We're bending the pipette and squeezing the air out so there's no air bubbles in it before we put it inside the water.
My orange shirt. Put your head in my orange.
We're bending and squeezing the air out of the pipette so that there's no air bubbles in the water. Counting the drops of water in the pipette to find the initial volume at room temp.
Someone took our box. 100. Drops.
At room temp.
Volume of the water.
At room temp. Okay, we're heating up the water as close to 35 degrees Celsius as we can. The temperature of the water, which is supposed to be 35, is 37.7 degrees Celsius.
In Kelvin, it'll be
Swirling the pipette in the heated water of 37.7 degrees Celsius to expand the volume of the pipette for 1 minute.
Now that it's been 1 minute for the 37.7 degrees Celsius, we're submerging the pipette into the water with her finger covering the top so none of the gas escapes. When she releases her finger, it should fill with water and should prove that when temperature increases, volume increases. With the temp at 37.7 degrees Celsius, we got the final volume of the pipette to be 109. We're now heating up the water as close to 45 degrees Celsius as possible. The temperature of the water is 46.5 degrees Celsius.
We are swirling the pipette in the water at 46.5 degrees Celsius for 1 minute.
Now that we heated our pipette for 1 minute at 46.5 degrees Celsius, we are going to dip it in the water to see the expansion value of the pipette.
We are counting the drops of water in the pipette at 46.5 degrees Celsius.
We're now heating the water up as close to 55 degrees Celsius as possible. The temperature of the water for 55 degrees Celsius is 56.6 degrees Celsius.
Now, once the water is 56.6 degrees Celsius, we're going to put it into the water for 1 minute.
Now that it's been a minute with the 56.6 degrees Celsius, Anais is covering the top of the pipette and submerging it in the water to find out how much water will go into the pipette. At 56.6 degrees Celsius, we found that there were 13 drops drawn in.
We are heating the water to get as close to 65 degrees Celsius as possible.
The temp of the water that's supposed to be 65 degrees Celsius is 65.2 degrees Celsius.
We are swirling our pipette in the 65.2 degrees Celsius water for 1 minute. Okay, we are submerging the pipette in the water after heating it for 1 minute in 65.2 degrees Celsius.
At 65.2 degrees Celsius, 16 drops of water were drawn into the pipette. We're now heating the water as close to 75 degrees Celsius as possible. The temperature of the water at 75 degrees Celsius is actually 74.9 degrees Celsius. We're now swirling the pipette in the 74.9 degrees Celsius water for 1 minute.
Anais is covering the top of the pipette with her finger and submerging it into the water to see how many drops it draws in at 74.9 degrees Celsius.
At 74.9 degrees Celsius, the water drew in 20 drops.